Ever heard ocean waves whispering secrets of the past? I did. 80 years ago, during a storm that shook the Northern California coast, I stumbled upon something so terrifying that most would call it a nightmare. They called it just the sea, but I call it a horror story that stayed with me my entire life. Stay with me, because this is the night I found a submarine, an enemy aircraft, and the nightmare locked within. It was late 1944. I was a fresh-faced deputy in a small northern coastal town near Eureka, ambitious, eager for career growth. My boss, Jefferson, was a veteran cop with a reputation that spread miles. Steady, fearless, respected. Their bond was unspoken. Young fire met old wisdom. Life was calm. Fishing boats, lumber trucks, sleepy streets, until one fateful evening. The storm came without warning, waves crashing like giants against the cliffs. Lightning lit the sky, thunder shook the earth. In the midst of that chaos, the call came in. A supply truck driver reported something huge washed ashore in Crying Cove. Jefferson and I grabbed a flare, loaded up the radio. It crackled to dead air. We set out into the storm. Our headlights bounced off towering waves, rain hammered the windshield. Every second felt like crossing into another world. At the cove, the flare soared. Its red flare flickered as it tumbled down, revealing a massive steel hull, a submarine. Rising sun flag visible through the shimmering light. Jefferson cursed softly. Japanese sub. I remember the excitement and his stony fear. No remote backup, no way out. We made a choice. We'd go in. We rigged a tow rope and rappelled down jagged cliffs soaked to the bone. A silhouette, a breathing steel beast. Jefferson yelled an order. "Come out, unarmed. This is American soil." Silence. We pried the hatch. Darkness enveloped us, water lapping at our boots, diesel slick reflecting our flashlights. I climbed a narrow ladder. The beam caught something. A rotting Japanese sailor, face eaten away, forearm barely hanging. Jefferson crossed himself. We pressed on. Passing deeper, dangling above us was a dismantled bomber, wings removed, bombs replaced by sealed porcelain containers. One shattered. A swarm of fleas erupted. Thousands. I screamed. Jefferson fired his shotgun. Silence returned. Crew quarters, bunk after bunk of corpses, mold, decay, silent witnesses. We stumbled through the galley, sodden remains floating in murky water. Then came the captain's quarters, his uniform limp. Two Japanese characters scrawled on the wall, maps of LA, San Francisco, San Diego marked with circles. It hit me. This was no hidden wreck. It was a war mission gone utterly wrong. Before we could react, an engineer in a gas mask burst through. He swung a short sword. Jefferson's throat gushed red. I flipped open my revolver. 6 shots, 6 holes. Still, he advanced. Horror-struck, adrenaline took over. I ran. Down corridors, slippery floors, nerves snapping. The shadow of the engineer chasing me. I burst through the hatch, dragged across the cove's rocks. The engineer pursued, relentless. I reached the tow rope, began climbing, as he climbed after me. Rain mixed with blood and mud. I hacked at the rope with a jagged rock. Finally, it gave way. The engineer plunged into the dark sea. On the cliff, drenched in sobbing, I made a choice. This horror must die. I gathered flares and lighter fuel, trudged back down another path, doused the submarine. Flare ignited. Fire roared, smoke filled the sky. Waves swallowed the inferno. Only burning fragments remained. The high tide claimed it all. Jefferson's body was never found, but his funeral was grand. Empty casket, silent grief. I left law enforcement, moved inland, to a quiet job and quiet life. But sometimes, the dreams come back, the rotten smell, The fleas biting, night after night. The engineer's unblinking mask. I lived. I burned it all to ashes. And I hope you understand, some horrors swim in the dark. Best left there.